Today became 300,000 years ago, standing in prehistoric on the sunny plains of the continent. Dust is on you, the feet circled, swept up by a warm breeze. The wind is filled with the fragrance of weeds after the rain in the distant twilight. In the color, a small group of early humans sit around crackling, silhouettes of their silhouettes on the horizon. They are our ancestors. They are ordinary, but extraordinary, with the saber-toothed tiger huge, the big mammoth and the primitive and wild nature. Strength fight. How did they live in such adversity? Saved. Their struggle and victory are like, why has we shaped today? This is not an ordinary reason. It is the greatest survival epic ever. A grand narrative spanning millions of years, full of tenacity, wisdom, and tenacity now. God, you embark on a journey into prehistoric times, excavate ancient fossils, decipher the hidden ones in genes, secrets, piece together the puzzle of human evolution. 7 million years ago, it was densely packed in Chad, Africa. In the wet forest, our earliest ancestors took shape, a landmark step. Like Chad Shar, the creature starts to walk upright so that the eyes can go wider, the grass too high sweeps into the horizon, and your hands can be soft. Put it in, and you can carry precious food. It's more than just, it is a physical change, and it is the most resilience of human beings, the first spark. These creatures are not just hiding, predators such as leopards or hyenas. They are in us lightly. A wise man who solves problems in a world where carelessness may lead to extinction. This moment marks the birth of our most core traits. That is adaptability. Imagine a Shar mother is walking with her cubs in the dangerous forest. Her upright posture is a silent response to the cruel world. Resist. This kind of resistance and this kind of wisdom have long been deeply weaved into our essence. Fast time, entering 3.2 million years ago. We welcomed the ancient southern. The most famous representative of the vast species is 1974. Lucy was unearthed in Ethiopia in 2019. Lucy, it is only about 1.07 meters tall, but can stand upright, walking on the savannah. He walks on both feet. The pace of the hands frees up and can be used for manufacturing. Tools make gestures, maybe even early shapes. Communication. Every step you have taken today is thinking back on his footsteps. This makes us live with the distant past to build a humble connection. But Lucy, and not the only protagonist in his world, other ancient humans, such as the African species of Australopithecus and the leopard-style stickman, share this land, each occupying ecological niche. The leopard stickman has a huge river valley, able to research grind tough plants, while Lucy's kind rely on more. A diverse diet survives. Evolution is not a single way, but a broad and extended experimental network. All groups are trying new ways to survive. This diversity fascinates us today. Just imagine. Next, there are many scattered on the land of prehistoric Africa, small ancient human groups, each adapting to changing energy and predators. Some choose to climb trees to avoid danger, others venture into the open grasslands. Bet on new opportunities. This is natural creation, clear evidence of strength. From the stout Australopithecus to Kenyan plain man, multiple species coexist and compete. Their success and failure together shape the evolution of life tree. These early ancient humans were not just surviving, they are laying the foundation for the human story of them. The struggle is the prelude to our own destiny. 2 million years ago, a new chapter followed the talented people, the appearance of the slightest opening. These early humans made the coarse stone tools and sharp stone flakes for cutting meat or scrape the bark. It's not just a sign of survival. This is the dawn of technology. Imagine a capable person. Family sits around the starry sky with hands in the fire, in the nimble and striking stones, creating a pair of tools to resist natural challenges. This moment marks the birth of human wisdom. Survival has become a skill. These tools are not just items. It is a concretization of thoughts and ignites the progress of the future thousands of years. Spark. The Homo erectus appeared next, about 1.9 million years ago. The species was endurance, born by it. They have long legs and a strong body that can chase prey on the open plains. Endure the harsh climate. They mastered the fire, used not only for heating, but also for cooking food. This will release more nutrients and nourish more. Big brain. They started walking 1.5 million years ago, out of Africa and migrated to Asia and Europe. It was undoubtedly an epic feat. Imagine a group of Homo erectus people crossing a deserted mountain pass, facing unknown beasts and the cold. But they rely on the tinder. Tools and collaboration with each other step by step extend to the end of Eurasia. They're not only moving, migrants are even pioneers. It's the first real one, the world's citizens in a sense. A small group of Homo erectus, holding a spear, holding a dream, traveling through the sand, desert, shoot across rivers, climb up mountains. No, there is a map, and there is no guarantee. Imagine him, they are curled up in what is now Georgia or Indonesia, in a humble shelter. Bonfires flash in the darkness. They are not just explorers, they redefine the meaning of human beings, the wandering spirits, still recalling our desire to break through the boundaries. The appearance of fire changes everything cooking. The cooking softens the hard rhizomes and meat to make the food more easy to digest, more nutritious, and shortens the time to eat between. He also brought people together, family, sitting around the beating flames and sharing the story. It is the initial germination of language and culture. This is a turn. The points of view, survival, and community meet here upright. People are not only spread across continents, but also carry ideas, apply tools and strategies to the local conditions, the jungle of Java, all new places, to the Eurasian grasslands. Their legacy is not only physical, but also it is the blueprint for human innovation. Fast forward to 400,000 years ago, frozen forests in Europe and Asia. In the middle, Neanderthals stubbornly developed their own living space. They are stout and have muscles, born for cold, thick bones. With a wide nasal cavity, they can be found in snow-covered mountains, efficient hunting of moose or bison in the valley. Their brains, modern humans are quite, evidence suggests they will be buried, bury the dead, sometimes even with burial tools or flowers. It implies ritual and perception of loss. This is not only just survival. This is the dawn of culture. It is human, the initial flash of emotions that still resonate with today. Imagine a Neanderthal hunter in animal skins. In King Dynasty, the white mist exhales from the cold air, traveling through the frozen forest. Len tracks prey. His life is harsh, but he can still find it. Humanity that transcends time and space to greet the deceased. Sparks are still shining in our hearts arrive. About 40,000 years ago, the early Homo sapiens arrived in Europe. Their footprints meet the Neanderthals. We depict that scene like this: a Neanderthal share cave with a Homo sapiens in the starlight, exchange tools, and even share stories. Evidence shows that many modern humans contain about 1% to 2% of Neanderthal genes. These genes contribute to a stronger immune system or cold adaptability. This is not only a biological exchange, it is also the encounter between two worlds. The skills and thoughts blend. Two very different, but so similar. The group of people together shaped each other's future. And its exquisite Mautu and early Homo sapiens. The cave paintings made all hint at our shared creation. The strength laid the foundation for the subsequent cultural outbreak. Foundation. Denisova Caves in Siberia. A finger bone discovered in 2008. The measurement date is about 76,000 to 52,000 years ago. Another puzzle that uncovered the puzzle is Denisova people. They are closely related to Neanderthals. The range of activities extends from Siberia to the Southeast Asia. The genes are still present in the crowd, especially in Oceania and Tibet. A tiny bone rewrites human history. Denisovans used to be in the high-altitude Alay Mountains, etc., reproduction and thriving extreme environments. Their genes passed down enable modern Tibetans to be able to reach a height of 4,200 meters above sea level. Breathe freely on the original. A Denisova family. You can still exhale easily in the thin mountain air. Their bodies are in places where others cannot adapt, thrive. Their legacy is not only genetic, it's a story of survival in a desperate situation. The Great Migration from Africa about 70,000 years ago make Homo sapiens, Neanderthals, Denisovans, mating. They travel through the Middle East and Asia, desert, jungle and ocean, with wisdom, with a simple ship built by hope. It lasted 50,000 years, arrived in Australia before. There's also a group of Homo sapiens, draw symbols in ochre on the cave walls, in their stories, combining Neanderthal and Denisovan influences. A prehistoric cultural furnace has shaped our world boundary. To make this more vivid, let us explore the true story of the fossil record. 2013, 2018, divers in Haloni, Mexico. A person who discovered such a person for 13,000 years has been discovered in Gro Cave. The girl in front, her bones are preserved in the clear groundwater, safe intact. She may have missed her food collection. He fell into the sinkhole and died at the age of 16. Her DNA connects her to Native Americans. Trace the bridge from Siberia via Bering Road, a journey to the Americas. Her story is more than, in one sentence, yes. It connects the first residents of the Americas. The bridge reminds them of the new and wild. Toughness in the world. Another story comes from Tibet. Bashir Cave, a piece discovered in 2019. Deniso, a mandible that dates back 160,000 years ago. The War people have long adapted to high-altitude environments. Imagine a year. Light Denisova hunter travels through the biting cold wind. Rugged mountains track yaks. He adapts to hypoxia, the genes of the environment, still flowing among modern Tibetans. For example, Charles, who climbed Mount Everest in 1953. This mandible bone is not just a relic. It is the eternal adaptability and resilience of human beings. Witness, engraved with how our ancestors were in the harshest rings. In the environment, we write survival with wisdom and genes. The miracle. These are how ancient humans created reality, a proof of life in the generation. In 2003, Indonesian, the Frones found in Sayre Frones Island added a new chapter to the history of human evolution because he is short. They are nicknamed Hobbit. Only about 1 meter tall, but can hunt for small size, elephant-like gnome elephant, and shared with the giant Komodo dragon. Life. Fossils about 100,000 to 50,000 years ago show they may be unique branches that evolved from Homo erectus. Imagine a Flores hunter The tropical rainforest is agile and dependent on wisdom. This group of larger predators, their story shows evolutionary creativity emerged on resource-scarce islands. On the top, the small body becomes the advantage of survival. Understand the ever-changing ways of survival. DNA is us, writing a diary from ancient times, recording 1,000 years. Survival strategy. A 2020 study revealed shows that Neanderthal genes affect our immunity systems that even affect us against COVID-19. Response to diseases such as inflammation. The gene helps the Denisovans. Humans survive at high altitudes. Homo sapiens shows complex languages to coordinate hunting. Share your dreams. Every adaptation is right. Responds to the challenge of life and death. Neanderthal stout bones. The skeleton resists the cold. The petite body of the flores save energy. Homo sapiens strong social ability structure, building a community, the distance between Lascaux Case and France, the murals of 17,000 years old, and the appearance of Morocco, the shell beads from 80,000 years ago all show me our ancestors have hope as much as we do. Fear and creativity. These relics are not just ancient, dong. They spy on those who are intimate with our hearts. The window of the ancient mind, every modern human body. Neanderthals and Deniso are flowing inside. Genetic traces of the war people and other ancient relatives. Each of us is a living legend, travelling through time. Prehistoric struggles of ice fields, hot deserts and lush islands. It is made of woven. When we stare at our hands, what you can see is the hardness of Lucy holding the branches tightly. Tense, Neanderthals wield the power of spear. Dan, the Nisservan's endurance of climbing mountains. This story, far more than bones and genes, from manufacturing to draw cave paintings, every one of our ancestors, all choices are recalled in our lives. We are closely connected to prehistoric times. Archaeologists say evolution is complicated, but what I see is unity. We are not just Homo sapiens, we are fragments of survivors. Every piece of debris is a victory for millions of years. Witness, this legacy goes beyond biology. Human tools, Homo erectus flames, Neanderthals, rituals, art of Homo sapiens. Together, one, a shared driving force to create connections. Tough, every laugh today, every a story, every invention reverberates. The lingering sounds of those prehistoric bonfires. We are not separate from our ancestors. We're the continuation of their lives, enriched by their wisdom. Whether it is Tibetans, breathe easily at high altitudes, or the artist is, inspiration is drawn under modern lights, and we are all ignited, burning with the sparks of ancestors. You can see here. Verify. I understand that your DNA carries millions of years ago. Victory over Ice Age beasts and famine. Our ancestors not only survived adversity, they also helped me. Everything we have laid the foundation for today. From Lucy, the first step is to Nair's last fall in the cave. When life makes you feel overwhelmed, remember, in your blood, explorers crossing the ocean, hunters who face the giant beasts will gather their hopes on the rock wall. The power of Dream Chaser. Their tenacity is running in your blood.